this was an unexpected segment. We're going to shift gears into one of our favorites, QT Marshall. Yeah. QT Marshall came out with, I loved how he had some reinforcements from the factory, some beasts, to say the least, some guys that looked pretty jacked that were over 6 feet and over 200 pounds, if you know what I mean, that could go.
You're going to be on NXT before you know it.
But then the biggest twist and turn of the whole thing was the Gun Club. The Gun Club hitting Paul Wight with a chair.
Who saw
and
that
ultimately,
coming?
No, who
saw that coming? That was
not me, because I was hoping that we would see Gun Club and Paul Wight kind of team up versus the Factory. That would be a nice sub feud after this match at All Out. Now, Paul White's corner is empty. And so do you have QT Marshall stealing a victory from Paul Wight? I mean,
you want to jump into this, Crayfish? I know QT's your guy.
Oh, man, dude, I was shocked to see that happen. The twist, and
so QT, was he. Look on his face.
Set it up. Again, he's so good. He's so good at emoting. This guy is fantastic. He doesn't get the love that he deserves, man. But your boy Crayfish loves himself some QT Marshall. And, again, this segment played out perfectly in the sense that you got to showcase Paul Wight and him being able to overcome basically the numbers game that QT set. He just sent everybody after him. Paul Wight looked like strong, threw them all off. Was fighting off 5 guys, and then the Gun Club to turn on him. We all know that Paul Wight's the guy who's known for making all sorts of heel and face turns over the course of his career. For him to be the victim of a heel turn, pretty wild stuff. Honestly, with all we've seen out of the Gun Club, how they are on social media and all those things, it's shocking. It's a genuinely shocking moment to see them turn on Paul Wight and beat him down. Those chair shots that was vicious.
It really was.
I don't even know where they're going with this one. It's interesting because QT didn't he was like, oh, he sold that. He had no idea what was going on,
exactly.
Man. And I was like, okay, this is really interesting. We've heard a lot of rumblings about the Gun Club and their status with AEW in the last couple of months. So it's like now they're getting a cool storyline. I'm interested. I'm like, okay, these guys could do some stuff. And I loved how commentary is like, oh, and it's Billy Gunn's scumbag kids. And I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
man.
all of a sudden they turned so fast.
Yeah, they're evil scumbag kids,
though, right? They're talking about it in the chat. But it makes a lot of sense. The Gun Club, you could see Colton and Austin, their record. We all know the record for Colton Gunn has been notorious, how this boy has been able to somehow be undefeated. It's just an impressive moment to be able to be shocked by something like that. Here's the thing, guys, is this is one of the things I love about QT. This guy is the epicenter of creating more character feuds, more character motivations for all these characters that aren't the CM Punks and the Darby Allins and the MJFs. QT is serving as sort of the core and the platform in which now we've seen Nick Camarado, Anthony Ogogo, Aaron Solo, Lee Johnson, you start Fuego, and now you're seeing the Gun Club get a spark thanks to QT Marshall.
Thank you, QT.
Everybody needs to thank QT Marshall.
Thank you.
Continuing to bring out the best in the AEW locker room. Absolutely awesome to see it, man. Again, and now you get to see, now everyone's questioning what's going to happen with the Gun Club. Whereas 2 weeks ago, who was asking about that, right? Ooh. It's just an immediate moment where QT injected some fire and some interest in more characters that are
share the wealth,
lesser known, right? It's fantastic. I loved it.